is there one curriculum that is just the most amazing Charlotte Mason curriculum ever? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about all the different Charlotte Mason language arts curriculum you can use for your family. Welcome friends. Hi, my name is Ashley. I am here at Joyful Noise Learning, and I've been homeschooling my kids since 2013. I'm also a former English teacher, as well as a curriculum researcher and maybe curriculum junkie, if you want to call it that. But I love Charlotte Mason inspired homeschool as well. There are definitely a lot of good Charlotte Mason inspired curriculums out there, so I want to help you know how to pick what is best for you and for your family. So I'm going to list a few of the favorites I've used or I've researched really well or I've heard my friends use, but I'm definitely not going to be listing them all. There's several out there, but I'm going to list a few of the favorites right here in this video. But first, let's look at what Charlotte Mason Language Arts entails, so that way you can pick a curriculum that can best fit all this criteria. Welcome to your Charlotte Mason Language Arts 101 speed lesson. So first thing you want to look for is living books. Living books are the backbone. Learn good writing and thinking by reading good living books. Number 2, copy work. Learn good writing and grammar by copying good writing and grammar. Number 3, dictation. Same as copy work. Learn good spelling and writing and grammar by listening and then copying what you hear. Next we have narration, retelling what you have heard or seen. When you do narration, you're speaking. It's the same mental process as what you would do if you were writing. So the kids can get good at retelling what they have read or learned. Then they can write it down on paper and learn how to write in a cohesive, nice, correct way. Next, we have short daily lessons. With Charlotte Mason, reading and writing was more about understanding and learning and discussing topics, and not just absorbing and regurgitating factual knowledge. So hopefully you can see a theme here. And first off, I gotta say, for the early elementary stage, for learning how to read and write, they really just need exposure to the sounds and the letters and listening to a lot of good reading. So there you go. Living books is a big theme here. Your actual phonics and how to read curriculum doesn't have to have the Charlotte Mason label on it. So you can watch my video on my All About Reading versus Good and the Beautiful if you want. Plus there are a lot of other good companies that put out great phonics and learning how to read curriculum. Now that you know what to look for if you're looking for a Charlotte Mason inspired curriculum, let's list some of the best here. And these are in no particular order because the first one is 5 in a row. And 5 in a row is great. I have not used it all the way through, but I've used their resources. I know many families who have used them. 5 in a row is great when it comes to living books. They have some great book lists all the way for the young preschool ages up until elementary age. So yes, their focus is going to be reading good literature. So you can check them out. The next one is Beautiful Feet books. And this is one of my favorites. And just a little hint, I might be looking into them for next year. The History of Science and Inventions package unit. And Beautiful Feet books has amazing teacher guides that guide you through reading the literature. It's not necessarily a how to read kind of curriculum or a full out writing curriculum, but it does piece that together, and they do have lots of really good reading and then they give you activities that you can do along with your reading that will inspire your kids in all of language arts as well. The next one is Simply Charlotte Mason. Of course, we've got to mention Simply Charlotte Mason. They also love to combine your in their later curriculums for a little bit older elementary and older ages, they combine really well history, language arts, and writing and grammar. They do that, and Bible even. They're a really good combination, very similar to Sunlight, I would say, but a little bit more affordable on the affordable side. Again, a little hint, I'm gonna be looking into using Simply Charlotte Mason for later middle school and high school for my kids. The next one is Ambleside Online. and they are a free curriculum. It's mostly book lists and reading guides. So they tell you what to read, when to read it. Again, it's not necessarily a how to read language arts curriculum, but they give you lots and lots of great literature to be reading and then writing about. Hey guys, just a side note, if you don't know what your homeschooling style is, then I created a quiz for you so you can check out some of the basic homeschooling methods that might fit your style. You might be surprised what you find out. So I'll link to that in the description below and take that quiz. You can find out your homeschooling style. Then we have the Peaceful Press, and I use the Peaceful Press's Playful Pioneers. That's a lot of P's, guys. So you can watch my video about the Playful Pioneers here. But we really enjoyed that one. And that one is great because it marries classical with Charlotte Mason, which Charlotte Mason kind of is classical. But if you do or are familiar with classical conversations, the Peaceful Press will do really well with classical conversations and is a good Charlotte Mason style. So again, there's good literature, there's a few activities, and they keep it simple with writing and copy work. And narrations and all those good things. Next, we have first language lessons. And I know this is more familiar with the classical education people, but it really is a good Charlotte Mason style. They give you good poetry to learn and memorize, and they make you do copy work from the poetry. So you're not picking any of the poems or all that. Plus, they're really heavy in the grammar and teaching the kids the parts of speech and the really good basics of writing. And then they move in the older ages, they move into actually applying those things and writing. So I really think first language lessons is a good fit for a lot of people as well. Next, we have A Gentle Feast, which is amazing. I haven't been able to use it yet, but I have researched into it, and I know it's a great Charlotte Mason style curriculum. They give you the book list, they give you your memory work and your copy work and your poems, and it combines art and history and all the good things with your language arts as well. They're really good for families if you want to do a whole group and all your kids of the same age together in one place. A Gentle Feast is really good for that. So, is there really the best curriculum? I don't know if there is one best curriculum out there for Charlotte Mason inspired families, but I think there are a lot of good options. So I'm not going to say that one of these is better than the other. I think any of them could be used well for any family who wants to use Charlotte Mason inspired curriculum. So have you used any of these yet? Have you used them? Let us know in the comments. Let me know which one you think is the best, if you do think there is one. Be sure to subscribe and follow me for more Charlotte Mason inspired homeschool content, as well as affordable homeschooling resources. If you couldn't tell, some of the curriculums I mentioned were free or affordable for sure. Also, guys, before you go, if you are new or newer to homeschooling or thinking of getting started homeschooling, I have an ebook for you. I wrote an ebook for you guys. It's called Ready, Set, Homeschool, the step-by-step guide to getting started with homeschooling. I want to help you pick a curriculum, set up a routine, and get ready for homeschooling in a way that fits your family, not Sally's family over there. So go ahead and check out my ebook for that. So you guys rock at homeschooling. I hope you can go find your joy among the noise, and I will see you next time.